My name is Carl Sharman, and I'm one of the funeral directors with Algrim Family Funeral Home. Our funeral home is located in Palatine, Illinois. My history as far as the funeral business is concerned is I'm a fourth generation funeral director. My great-grandfather came from Germany to the United States and then eventually immigrated to the Northwest Illinois area. When he was in the Northwest Illinois area there, his original trade was he was a cabinet maker. And as a cabinet maker, there came a time in the community in which he resided that someone had called upon him to be able to build a casket or a coffin. And so he did that for that particular family, and over the course of time it was requested of him again. And at that time he decided to be able to go into the funeral business. Here at Algrim's, Mr. Algrim decided clear back in the early 1970s that he was going to build a miniature golf course. And down in the lower level, the basement of the funeral home, underneath of the entire funeral home, there's a big basement down there. And that big basement was wide open and was not really being used for any particular purpose. Mr. Algrim, enjoying miniature golf or putt-putt golf, decided that he would build for his children, who were young at that time, a miniature golf course. And as he built that, and as his kids played with it, they would invite friends over, and then eventually different groups within the community, Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Brownies, Indian Guides, church youth groups, other civic organizations asked whether they might be able to use the putt-putt golf course for their gathering of their group or organization. And so we've made it a community service room. Whenever there's nothing going on in the funeral home, if people were to call and make a reservation, we would allow them to be able to come in and use that. But they always have to have the understanding is that we reserve the right to cancel should there be anything happening here to the funeral home, a wake, a visitation, funeral, memorial service, whatever it might be. We reserve the right to be able to cancel them. So it has become a good community service provision for others in the community, and people really seem to enjoy it. On the miniature golf course downstairs, there's 9 holes, and each hole on the course has a little different theme and some different items that you might find on the miniature golf course. One would be a windmill. The windmills kind of signify the Algrim's logo here. There's another one that looks like a pinball machine. Another thing that Mr. Algrim and his family have always enjoyed is pinball machine. The first hole, however, has a skull on it, and what that is it was used by one of the Algrim family members who attended mortuary school to practice facial reconstruction. If there had been an accident and someone needed to be able to have some reconstruction done, this was a instrument that was used to be able to help in practicing facial reconstruction. So the skull on the first course is from actually when he attended mortuary school and used that for his training.